the XXth day of the XXth month. Hello everyone, welcome back. The last video was a bit of a mess, but now we're fully delving into the Delta episode, baby. Anyway, Mos Deep City Space Center Celestial Observation. Let's get into it. Also, I will have a different team for every battle in the Delta episode, like the main battles that are on Cerebi. Professor Cosmo, it's a disaster. The meteorite's trajectory, it suddenly changed direction. Now it's on a collision course with our planet. What? Recheck the data. Update the course calculations and confirm the new trajectory. Target locked on, confirming the meteorite's new expected trajectory now. By golly, according to these numbers, it should make impact somewhere southwest of Sutopolis City on a small island of Route 131. But changing trajectories mid-flight, it's almost like it's alive. But Professor, what do we do? What do we do? Calm yourself, man, as he slaps him. Yes, sir. So it's come to this. Looks like I won't be needing this. Hiya! Alright, new character introduced. Phew! That's so much better. Oh, I feel so free. That uniform got pretty stinky after a while and all sweaty too. Maybe it's because of the person that was inside of that uniform. Which is kind of weird because the Aqua uniform is kind of like shorts and the Magma uniform is long sleeve, so... how are you so sweaty in the Aqua uniform? Oh, my adorable little Aster. Are you that happy to see me looking like myself again? Oh, you're just too darn cute like always. Phew. But there's not much time left for us. It'll only be a matter of weeks. No, days. Things have gotten a bit tricky now, since that kid managed to stop both of the super ancient Pokemon from being revived like it should have been. Not that it's a really big deal, I've already thought of a new plan. Look, man, this is also why I wanted it, because I knew this stuff was gonna reference the primal stuff, so I wanted to get done with that stuff in part 1. I'm still actually pretty happy with the way that part 1 turned out, but, yeah, it was a lot of editing, but I got it done. I even was able to put the sound under it, which was great. If I just tweak a bit with a keystone, one that with plenty of that build-up. Also, my neighbor's listening to music, so if you can hear it, I apologize, but I don't think you can. Because it seems like the sound of that is lower than the sound of the game on OBS. So at least that's good. I swear I'll protect you, Aster. And the rest of the world. Here we go. Our Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Delta episode. This is also why I played Pokemon Omega Ruby, so people could have seen the whole game. Anyway, it is the next day after calming down the super ancient Pokemon. The team that we have on today's episode is Magmortar, Floatzel, Lucario, Scizor, Snorlax, and Ampharos. But there's sadly enough, there's only one battle, so who shall I use? I'll use Magmortar. Fuck it, why not? Big fan of the Magmortar. I actually chose my teams, kind of. I had certain Pokemon that I wanted to be a part of, like Floatzel, you know, on the first team. But I had certain Pokemon where I was like, I don't know what team to put you, so I just put an RNG and just dispatch them like that. Why, if it isn't Shadow! Sorry, can't resist. It's been some time since I last saw you. Yes, it was before I left for the Kalos region, actually. But you look stronger somehow. That's the impression I get, but your old man hasn't given up yet. Oh, and before I forget, I was thinking of giving these to you. A pair of tickets. Alright. Alola, here I come. They're tickets to the Star Show that's being held at Mos Deep Space Center. Dang it! Alola, you will be put on hold for now. I was really planning to go with your mom, but it looks like I've got to rush back to the gym in Petalburg. Oh, you know, it's a pair of tickets. Why don't you invite that little cutie? Hey, Dad, You as a grown man calling, how old would she be at this point? 16 maybe? Maybe like a 16-year-old girl a little cutie? Might not be the best way to go. And also, technically in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, the main characters are supposed to be like, what, like 10 or 12? So you're calling a 10 or a 12-year-old a little cutie. Maybe that's not really the correct way, but I most certainly will, because May is indeed a little cutie. From next door to come along. Now I'd better be heading back to the gym. Maybe it's because I grew up in Generation 3, and technically when I was watching the Pokemon anime, like, and playing the games, I was, that was like when Generation 3 was around, so my main Pokegirl for the anime was May, so I've always had a wee bit of a crush on May when I was a wee one. Thanks for looking after the house while I'm away, dear. Of course, dear. You have a safe trip. By the way, the only problem with that is the fact that while I had a crush when I was young on May, that crush, sadly enough, is not allowed to remain, because while I have aged like milk, she hasn't aged at all. So that's a problem. When I'm 10 years old, I could say I have a crush on a 10-year-old girl, but when I'm almost 30, that is not something you're allowed to say anymore. So if she aged with me, that wouldn't have been a problem. That dad of yours, he comes home for the first time in ages and all he talks about is Pokemon. Why can't he ever just let go and relax? And tomorrow, the long-awaited Star Show will finally begin. We've got all the latest news and updates. Thank God I've already gone through this in Omega Ruby. That way I kind of remember what was being said, so I can kind of just keep doing that. Oh well, and just like that, look at the shadow. At last, the Leonid meteor shower returns to illuminate Hoenn night sky. The star show held at the Moss Deep Space Center will provide the best view of the shooting stars from the center's lofty viewing deck. We hope you will all take a chance to join. Oh, it sounds lovely. The Litleonids. Litleonids. I hate that name. I remember going to see them with your dad 11 years ago when they passed by. Actually, we need to increase that. 21 years ago? I don't know. I need to actually add some years to that. 17 years ago. There you go. You should march right over and invite that neighbor girl you're friends with. You can't let that pair of tickets you got from Dad go to waste. So take her along. I most certainly will. I guess we are now shipping myself with May. The character, of course, in the game, not or in the storyline. Why not open up the Pokemon? Alright, let's go outside. Who are you? Huh? Whoa, are we in sync or what? You know, I was just thinking about you. Why would you be thinking about me, random girl I've never met before? It's great to meet you. It is our first real meeting, right? Yeah, that's right. Of course it is. The name's Zinnia, and you, well, I know all about you. You're Shadow, of course. You're the one who has been taking on champions from all across the world. And you're one of those special few who use Mega Evolution to get even closer to their Pokemon. Now, aren't you? Oh, I know. I'll leave it alone. Oh, look, I'm stopping. But this sure is a nice place, isn't it, Little Root Town? And everybody living here is just so nice, too. Like that neighbor of yours. What did you do to my neighbor? Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to go on like that. We should keep our first meeting short and sweet, don't you think? Until next time, bye-bye. I don't trust her. But I can't really say anything else about it. It might be construed that was being, or actually, maybe that's not the right word. But people might think it's racial profiling, which it's 100% not. Anyway, May, I got the tickets. Oh, May, are you okay? Oh, what should I do? Oh, Wibble. Oh, Wibble. It's not that big of a deal, Mum. She just knocked me down a bit. Just that stinks. Hey, May, what's up? It's been about, well, actually, it's been a year, but still, it's been some time since I've last seen you. Actually, no, we just had a battle. Oh, Shadow. Shadow, you're all right, huh? That's a relief. It all happened so fast that I couldn't do a thing, but some strange woman came to my window upstairs, and she took my keystone from me. So you just got Mega Evolution, and now you already lost it. I tried to fight her off in my team, but she was really strong. I didn't stand a chance. I think I heard her mutter under her breath as she left, though. Something about Pendelberg's next. Shadow, be careful. You don't need to tell me that I need to be careful. Also, because of the fact that I got done with the whole primal stuff, I was also gifted the Eon Flute, which I will be using with my Latios Shine. No, dang you! Oh, no, 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 not again. I remember this from the Omega Ruby playthrough. Dang it. Dang it. Anyway, I got the Eon Flute, so now I can ride with Latios, and Latios can indeed Mega Evolve as shown right now. I have also found a Mega Stone for Latios. That was gifted to me by Steven Stone with the Eon Flute. I got the Eon Flute and the Latios side from him after I got done with the whole thing. However, I didn't really have a clip to show you guys that, so... Man, I've been using this music. Well, not this one. I've used the nighttime one in like all of my videos. Soaring Illusions, but the nighttime version. I've been using that one for like most of my videos. Anyway, let's see what's happened. Hey, Wally! You're such a little pain. Shut up and give me the keystone. Wally, you can Mega Evolve Pokemon too. Big revelation. I don't have it, I tell you. Don't play dumb. I already know you can use Mega Evolution. He knows more than me. Who are you supposed to be? Are you even listening? I've been telling you. Ah, Shadow. What the? You punk! Just in time, aren't you? I'm gonna take your keystone first, you jerk. What did I do? Also, maybe Magmortar might not be the best Pokemon to send out, but I don't really care. Alright, Sharpedo. Here we go. Magmortar, stand by for battle! The return of Magmortar. Big fan of Magmortar. Should I send someone else out just for fun? But who would I send out? I should have given Ampharos the Mega Stone. I could have used Mega Ampharos. You know what? Who cares? Thunderbolt! See you later, Sharpedo. File. A sharp PDF file. Alright, Team Aqua. So Team Aqua is still around, it seems. After all these years, Team Aqua may have returned. You clown, you're always getting up in my business. If it's gonna be like that, I'm off to Meteor Falls. Do I have to go to Meteor Falls? Thank you so much, Shadow. That strange man suddenly attacked me, demanding that I hand over my keystone. The truth is, I couldn't give him even if I wanted to. My keystone's gone. I left it in the house when I went out, and it just disappeared. What in the world's going on? If someone like that ever shows up again, I've got to protect my mom and dad. You be careful too, Shadow. Alright? Don't worry about it. Oh. Hello? Is that you, Shadow? It's me, Steven. How have you been doing well? Thank you, Steven, for the Latias side and the Eon Flute. Forgot to say thank you when you gave that to me. But thank you very much. I imagine you must be quite shocked. This is a communication mode that Devon is still currently developing. It comes installed on every Pokénav. I thought I would use it if I needed to contact you urgently. But it looks as though the time has already come. I'm sorry to ask this of you, but I need you to come to the Devon Corporation in Rustboro. There's something I have to talk to you about in person. I'll be waiting for you there. It's nice to have a little bit of a another Hoenn adventure. I'm a big fan of Hoenn, and I came from here, so it's nice to have a return of Hoenn. I'm trying to do the best that I can with the material that I got, and it's just not... Why does the soaring feel like natural? Like riding the bike with the analog stick feels horrible. But then soaring around feels actually pretty nice. Alrighty then. Steven, I'm here! Shadow, I'm sorry about summoning you so suddenly. It is well known how often my intuitions turn out to be right, but I never imagined we would be meeting again this soon. I'm sorry to say, it is not happy news that brings us together. This is something we should discuss in public. Let's continue this inside. Or shouldn't discuss in public. After you. Thank you, Stephen. Nice to see him again. The first champion I took down all those years ago. Dad, Shadow was here. Well, welcome, welcome. It's been quite a while. Yes, it has been, Mr. Devon. It has been a very... Or Mr. Stone. Devon Stone. I don't know. Mr. Stone. It's been a very, very long time. I suppose I'm just getting old. Recently, I seem to forget details just as soon as I learn them. Dad, I know what you want to say. My, what a hasty, impatient one you are. What are we to do with such an impatient one of our Pokemon League champion? Oh, is that so? So, okay. We're just gonna cut this out. Then I guess we'll never break you of that impatience after all, Steven. That. I know. Can't take a joke. Alright, Shadow. I'm afraid that I'm planning to start in on a rather long and quite heavy topic. Are you sure that you're ready to take all of it in? Yes, sir, I am. I guess so. Then I suppose I should begin. Let me take us back 3,000 years ago to the days when this story began. I know part of this story already. Because, I recently learned about that. He's gonna tell me the story of AZ. There was a great war at that time in a region far in the Kalos region. That war was finally brought to an end by a weapon created by one man. I know, AZ. I battled him. And what energy source could power such a dreadful weapon, do you know? You see, it ran on the life energy of Pokemon, the energy that could be gained by the sacrifice of so many Pokemon. There are surely many people who would call it reprehensible. But my grandfather, the president of Devon before me, said this. Couldn't we use the energy to improve the lives of people and Pokemon? And so he developed our greatest creation here at Devon Corporation, Infinity Energy. Thanks to Infinity Energy, Devon was able to become one of the top industries in Hoenn and developed into the giant you see today. You may be surprised to learn that the Devon parts you once recovered for us years ago were in fact part of a motor that would make it possible to power a submarine using Infinity Energy. It was not long before we began to expand our attempts to further human development. Next, we moved into exploring space. The rockets launched from the Wow. Sorry for the yawn. Snuck up on me there. The rockets launched from the Moss Deep Space Center use our Infinity Energy. They are the true results of our dreams, our passion, and our technology. This actually works a lot better for my storyline than it does for the actual in-game. Because for me, it's been about 6 or 7 years. So let's say 6 years since I first traveled Hoenn and did the part stuff. So in those 6 years, look at how far they've come with Infinity Energy. But never did we imagine they could end up as the best hope for saving our world. My preamble has been quite long, but we arrive at last at the real issue. This is the overwhelming catastrophe which now approaches us. A huge asteroid, more than 6 miles in diameter, is currently on track to collide with our planet. What kind of miles a day? Are they like air miles or something like that? We have been working together with the Moss Deep Space Center, which was first to recognize this danger. I mean, it's a space center. Their whole focus is on space. We are devising countermeasures that would use our rockets, but in order for these plans to succeed, though, we need a meteorite shard. So that's it. You want him to go and get that shard for you. That's my boy, alright. I knew you'd understand one at once. It was hardly a deduction worth of praise. Dude, take the praise that you can get. My dad never praised me, okay? You just take the praise that you can get. I want you to make your way to the Granite Cave near Dufert. According to our surveys, you should be able to find the kind of meteorite shard that we need there. And you, Stephen, I want you, son, to head for the space center at once and start the preparations using that link cable that I gave you. I could use that. The link cable, so it is a warp system. Yes, I understand. But Granite Cave. I see the floor where we first met, the floor with the ancient wall painting. It is true that there were many shards of meteorites scattered about there. It is as though it's decided then. Wait, it looks as though it's decided then, Shadow. I will head for the space center in Moss Deep. If I learn anything, I will contact you at once. Though it will end up as another one-sided message like the one I sent you, I'm afraid. Good luck. Stop hacking, hey! Stop hacking my stuff! Steven, you be careful. Why does he need to be careful? I also don't have to be careful. Then I will be counting on you two to take care of this for me. If you forget just what it is you need to do, come talk to me again. I'm assuming I remember as well. Alright, time to head over to the beautiful land of Doofertown. Haven't been there in a while either. And then I think it is a time for a team change, if I do say so myself. So let's take to the sky. Let's take to the skies, because I finally don't need that Salamence anymore. I miss Salamence, but to be honest, after Hoenn, Salamence, well, actually, kind of Johto, actually. But Salamence kind of became more of just a HM slave. Doofertown. So I guess I shall be right back once we hit the black screen.